Well, guys, welcome to the final, another Halloween month review. These are the last 2 days of Halloween. This is the 30th today, and tomorrow's 31st. And so, for this, I'm decided to do two more Halloween month reviews. This one is for the 2008 remake of the 1951 classic, The Day the Earth Stood Still, which is a remake of based on the original of the same name, starring Keanu Reeves, the gorgeous Jennifer Connelly, Jaden Smith, John Hamm, John Cleese, Kyle Chandler, and Kathy Bates, and it is directed by Scott Derrickson. If you're familiar with the name Scott Derrickson, I'm sure you guys know before Doctor Strange, he directed this movie and The Exorcism of Emily Rose. Emily Rose was a pretty intense film. This movie, let's get into it. But before I get into it, I have some history to tell you. The Day the Earth Stood Still, I never saw the original. So I didn't know anything about it. And then I saw trailers and advertisements for this version, and my mom got around to showing me this one back in 2009 or something when I was just in the 5th grade. My mom showed it to me when I was at home one day. And I didn't care for the movie when I first saw it first time. But on rewatches, this movie got grown upon me over time. So, the basic plot of The Day the Earth Stood Still is that we meet Klaatu. And Klaatu is an extraterrestrial visitor to planet Earth. And he becomes the herald of upheaval on a global scale. And as the world's governments and scientists race to understand what is happening and how to stop it, we meet Dr. Helen Benson and her stepson, Jacob. They come to understanding the chilling ramifications behind Klaatu's statement that he is a friend to the Earth. And he basically tells them that their planet is gonna be destroyed, and he's there to change Earth. So this movie was produced on an $80 million budget and made back $232.1 million worldwide. Now, this movie, I have to say I actually pretty like the movie. I really do like the movie. I think it's pretty entertaining. I think it's one of my more underrated. It's one remake that I think is watchable. And this comes from someone who has never seen the original. I'm not kidding. I have not seen the original Day the Earth Stood Still, but this one I liked. Keanu Reeves as Klaatu. I like him. He's the messenger in human form. Now, Keanu Reeves does not like remakes, but he was impressed by the script for this movie, which was a reimagining, and he liked the original film and became fonder of it. And they kept a certain line from the original in here, and I have to say, Keanu Reeves is great when you first see him. When you first see him, he's all alien-likey because he's just been born on the planet Earth when they get him in the hospital. And I have to say that he compares this version of Klaatu to God, who floods the world in the Old Testament books. But he was amazing. He was fantastic, and I really did think he was fantastic in here. Next up, we have Jennifer Connelly, who is still gorgeous to this day. She's still beautiful to this day. Vision, Paul Bettany's a lucky guy. But She was great in here too. I really did like it. She is a fan of the original and Patricia Neal's original portrayal. Um, and she was Scott Derrickson's first choice. And I have to say that she pulls off Helen very well in this movie. I really do enjoy her performance in the film. She brings emotional weight to Helen. She cares about her stepson. And then we have Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates only had 2 weeks to do her scenes, but she was great for the scenes here. You know Kathy Bates. She's an Academy Award winner. We all seen Misery. We all seen what she could do. Dolores Claiborne. I don't have to explain. Kathy Bates is great. And she had 2 scenes because she was doing a movie called The Family That Prays, which I've seen that movie. I just recently watched that movie again yesterday. I'm going to have to talk about Tyler Perry on my channel because I am a defender of Tyler Perry. I don't give 2 craps what half of people who's going to give me backlash say. Jaden Smith, okay. It's not that I hate Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith he's fine in here, but there are parts in this movie where he is kind of annoying, and not in a good way. But he starts to shape up when he realizes that this is about to. There's even a scene where he breaks down, where he cries about the death of his father, and he feels like Klaatu is a stepfather, and Jacob replaces the character of Billy in the original. So, Jaden Smith, he's fine in here, just a little annoying. Next up is John Cleese as Professor Carl Barnhart. He's great too for his little screen time. He does get a scene with Keanu Reeves, and the scene with Keanu Reeves is pretty good. John Hamm, he's pretty good too. I liked him. Kyle Chandler is pretty good as well too. The acting here is great. You also got Brandon T. Jackson in here for a cameo. A small part. Now, let me get into some of the problems. Okay. The story, people say the story is incoherent. I followed the story of this movie quite well. The story is there. It's basically the same story as the original, just done for modern times. And I don't mind how it's done for modern times. It's still, because I never seen the original. And the special effects in this movie are great. This movie had $80 million budget. The effects look truly really good. I love the effects in here. It's really good, and I really enjoy the music in here. But the visual effects are great. The weather workshop, everyone who did the effects, they did a majority of the effects. And the redesigned Gort, the big giant tall alien, he looked really good. He looks really good here. The music here is great. Instead of just redoing Bernard Herrmann's original score, again, never seen the original. But I'm looking at all this stuff because I'm reading my notes that I do this. Tyler Bates' score is really good. I like his score. And his score is quite different. And you have choir in here. It's performed. Theremin player. Good orchestra and good choir. I even love the score of this movie. So the score is pretty good. And I don't think this movie is as bad as everyone says it is. I do have some problems here Jaden Smith is kind of annoying. Candy Bases is low underused. The story, at times, the ending is kind of crazy, but I can get over it. And I feel like some of the effects does overshadow the story a little bit. Just some of the effects. But Scott Derrickson is a very visual director. He knew what he wanted to do. And I think this is a misunderstood remake. And I enjoy this movie for what it is. I need to see the original. And Scott Derrickson is a great director. I'm looking forward to what he's going to do with Doctor Strange 2 once they make it. Because after rewatching that movie again, I kind of feel a little bad. I feel a little horrible of giving that movie some backlash. But The Day the Earth Stood Still, really good film. Really enjoy it. Really awesome film. It's not perfect, but it's not better than the original, but I like this remake. It's doing its own thing, but also honoring the original classic. So I will give The Day the Earth Stood Still, I'm going to give it a better than Vampire Academy. Again, not perfect, but it is much better than what people made it out to be. So let me know what you guys think of the remake of The Day the Earth Stood Still down below. I know some of you hate it. That's okay. And I will see you guys for the final Halloween month review. And on the note. And again, I'm sorry Halloween month has to be this short. I didn't get time. I had some work to do in personal stuff and moving into this new house, this is my new room, my new location, which you're seeing now, which we're gonna paint. I'm gonna paint it soon. Put some posters up on the wall. Paint it soon. I'm painting the color red. But some of the Halloween month reviews I haven't got to yet. I'm going to spread those out in between next month and December, just to get it complete. But they're not going to be labeled as a Halloween month review. They're just going to be labeled as the actual film I'm talking about. So, yeah. And next month, guys, don't forget, Disney month starts. And also more war movies. So expect a review. When I do my very first Disney month review, expect a war review for a war film for Black Hawk Down. Expect a review for Black Hawk Down coming soon. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this down below. I know some of y'all hate it. Which one do you like better, the remake or the original? And if you like this, you can come here and we can have a good time.